Hey, what's going on, guys? So this is a new series I might want to do here on the Instagrams and TikToks and the tweets, or the X's, whatever it's called now. The Making of Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith is one of my favorite books, and in this video, we're going to go over something that is pretty interesting. Many of you might not know, some of you might, but we're going to talk about it anyways. It's a original script piece from Revenge of the Sith, and it goes over how Dooku was the one, and it's revealed how he was the one that killed Anakin's mom, killed Shmi. He was the one behind the whole Tusken Raider thing. So let's get right into the script, and then we can talk about it more in detail. And I'm going to voice act for you guys, or voice act. 2017 style. Old school style, baby. 2016 style. Okay, right at the beginning of the film, Darth Tyrannus. I can feel your anger. Your hatred tells me you are not unfamiliar with the dark side. Palpatine. Anakin, he was bragging earlier about how he arranged to have your mother killed by the Tusken Raiders. Anakin. You. Darth Tyrannus. Yes, and now there is no escape for you, my young Jedi. Anakin cuts off Dooku's hand. Palpatine orders him to kill Tyrannus, and Anakin slices off his head. Done. So, the two different scenarios. Would you have rather Anakin been told that Dooku was the one responsible for hiring the Tuskens, which we all know was Palpatine, to kidnap his mother and torture and kill her? Or do you like that it's left kind of ambiguous? I remember when I was 15 years old and I was in the theater watching Revenge of the Sith. I remember it really well. And you remember when Anakin chops off Dooku's head and he's like, that wasn't the Jedi way, I shouldn't have done that, or something like that. And then he lifts the restraints from Palpatine, who's cuffed, and Palpatine says, he cut off your arm, you wanted revenge. Remember what you told me about the Sand People? And as he says that, he's looking down. And at that moment, I always thought, holy shit, was Palpatine the one behind this whole thing that actually made that happen? And then I always thought, but then, we get this original script here now, and it all kind of comes to life. And it's like, that was actually the intention, was that Palpatine was the one who orchestrated that whole thing. Now, it does two things. Well, there's two different scenarios. So we have the one we got, which kind of leaves it ambiguous, and I like that. But it also leaves the world, the Star Wars universe, bigger. Right? Kind of like, if it was Dooku, then what are the odds that it's so perfect that Shmi is kidnapped by these Tusken Raiders, who happens to be the mother of the Chosen One, who will change the entire fate of the galaxy if he falls to the dark side, but he just has to get a taste of it. So he does that by slaughtering all of them. Mind you, in the book, it was, I don't want to say badass, got canceled again, but whatever. It was badass. It was sick. He was throwing rocks on them and boulders and running super fast through the night and just hacking them away. And probably going to get canceled for that, but whatever. Cancel me. So, that was his first taste, and he needed to get that. Otherwise, that was his first steps. And I feel like, it just makes so much sense that Palpatine would have been behind that whole thing and that he would have been feeding Anakin all of those dreams. But did you know that Anakin actually had, of all the Jedi, the strongest ability in the Force to be able to see into the future? And when he was cut by Obi-Wan and burned, he was incapable of having those abilities anymore, ever again. So for him, that was his biggest power that completely escaped him. And he was no longer able to see into the future, and that's why he was just kind of entombed as Darth Vader. So, on one hand, we have what we got, leaves it ambiguous, leaves the universe bigger. On the other hand, we have a definitive answer. Which one do you like more? I think I like the one that we got, but ultimately, you guys let me know. You decide. And yeah, maybe I'll see you in the next one. May the Force be with you. Later.